Alright, we are starting to take a look at another oldie but a goodie in the historic format. This is the Dualcaster combo. Dualcaster Mage is a combo piece that has been in quite a lot of combos involving any sort of instant and sorcery spell that can create a token of a creature with haste. Well, not necessarily with haste, but anything that can put out a creature. Generally, there are things like Twin Flame that can create a creature with haste, and those are just a one-card combo with Dualcaster Mage. In Historic, we don't quite have that, but we can get a similar combo working. In this case, we're using Neoform, a Simic sorcery from War of the Spark that has you sack a creature in order to search for a creature up to 1 plus the sacrifice creature CMC, put it onto the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it, and then shuffle. So if we cast a Neoform and then interrupt it with a Dualcaster Mage, we can create a copy of Neoform that can basically allow us to go find another creature. Continually, we'll be able to use the Neoform that we originally put onto the stack and copies of Dualcaster Mage that we pull out of the deck in order to get 4 Dualcaster Mages, 4 Glasspool Mimics out of our deck, and then finally we end one of the Neoforms with a Combat Celebrant and the other with a Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. This will allow us to exert the Combat Celebrant and give ourselves an extra combat step, and with 8 creatures on hopefully turn 4, our opponent should not be able to survive. In order to make this work for us, we are able to do a couple of things. So number one is we have a bunch of ramp here in Strike It Rich, and our mana dorks are the 2 CMC slot, both Elysian Caryatid and Paradise Druid, as these are going to be the things that go into our Dualcaster Mages. We do need to have a Seagate Stormcaller on board, because this is going to cast and copy our Neoform. And this will allow us to, do the Dualcaster thing, because if we don't have the Dualcaster in hand in 5 mana, we can actually do this for 4 mana, where we cast a Seagate Stormcaller and get a Neoform out after that, sacrificing both an Elysian Caryatid and the Seagate Stormcaller. It doesn't have to be the Elysian Caryatid, obviously. So we can do this for as little as 4 mana to get our combo off. It's going to take 2 blue, a green, and one of any. And we also could combo if we just have a Neoform and Dualcaster Mage in hand. So that's a good thing to remember. Because this is a quick deck, we need to have lands that are available early, and we don't really care too much about paying life for them. So everything is untapped with the exception of the Ketria Triomes, because we do need to have quite a lot of colors. We need to have double red in case we need to cast a Dualcaster Mage, and we do need double blue for the Neoform and Seagate Stormcaller. Other than that, we have Strike It Rich to get there, and Caryatid plus Paradise Druid. Additionally, because this is a combo deck, we are down to run 4 copies of Pact of Negation, and hopefully this will allow us to just slam our combo through. Other than this, if we do mulligan or draw one of our creatures that we want to keep in the deck, we are running Volcanic Spite and Seek New Knowledge, both cards that allow us to put a card back onto the bottom of our library. This ends up being pretty important, because for every Dualcaster Mage we draw, we get a little slower. If we have the Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort in hand, well, none of our stuff's going to have haste, so we have pass the turn play. And that opens up a whole lot of ways that we can lose the game. So we're going to try to just charge out here with Dualcaster combo. Real quick, if you guys have been enjoying the content, drop a like. It helps me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel and want to see more historic content, subscribe as well. With that out of the way, let's hop into our games for this series. Here we go. Alright, we got our round 1 here. Let's hop in. So this hand doesn't have blue mana, although Glasspool Mimic technically is a blue land. I am not sure how I feel about this. I'm going to give it a try. We're going to use the Glasspool Mimic here, I think. And then on turn 2, we can Seek New Knowledge. Alright, let's give it a try. I will probably... We lose probably Seagate here. We don't totally tell our opponent what we're on to, but the fact that they make us discard Seagate means that they probably know what we are up to. So this is a Thoughtseize mono-black control deck, probably. So I'm thinking that we might want to crack off a Seek New Knowledge initially. We might start to lose some of these cards, though, which is really tough. I will start preparing here. Pay 2 life, get a Strike It Rich out. And then if we need to hide something on the bottom of our library, I think Volcanic Spite is a good way to do that. Yorick's Fenlurker, okay, let's go ahead and seek new knowledge. I'm not really sure. I think I'll just probably leave a... Probably get rid of a forest. Okay, so here's a Stomping Ground. This can come in tapped. And we'll get a Paradise Druid out. That feels good. So we have 4 mana. We do have enough mana to combo, we just need the pieces, basically, is what this comes down to. Alright, so we get a land here. I'm thinking that I would like to put down another blue mana source in case I lose my treasure for some reason. Now we have both Seek New Knowledge and Volcanic Spite. Another Yorick's Fenlurker. It's going to have to be the Volcanic Spite that goes away. Let's go Seek real quick. We put Dualcaster back into the library, and this probably means that I just need to do Volcanic Spite. So actually, if I just had kept... It wouldn't have mattered. I can't keep 2 cards in my hand. Okay, so... Hoping for a good draw here. We can do it with either a Dualcaster or a Seagate Stormcaller. So we have about 8 outs here. Won't block. Move my turn, and we just have a Strike It Rich. Okay. Well, I will use the one that's in the graveyard to make another treasure. And we will hope that we don't get Thoughtsseized. So we are in a situation of combo or die slowly. Liliana can make me discard Strike It Rich. Okay, I lose my creature. That's actually kind of worse. So now I do need a Seagate. Oh wow, we got a Seagate. Okay, so cool. Unfortunately, now I need another creature. That sucks. Yeah, Seagate into Neoform. So, oh, actually, wait, no, I don't need to do this. I'm pretty sure, now, this is going to look pretty dumb if I'm wrong. Because it copies the spell, I believe it copies with CMC, so I can Neoform Seagate. And now we get a copy of Neoform, and there we go. So we can get a Dualcaster Mage out. Copy, get a Dualcaster Mage. And we should have our opponent here. I can probably just get the Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort immediately. Alright, cool. Get a final Dualcaster Mage. Now we get the Glasspool Mimic. Copy Dualcaster. Alright, and here we go. Copy, copy. And this is notable because we don't have the 2 copies of Neoform here. Or I guess we do have the 2 copies of Neoform. So I can get a Combat Celebrant with this one. And then I can get the Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. There we go. And cool, we can get to all attack, and we get to hit our opponent for lethal. Alright, so Patience ended up winning us the game there. We were able to hold on to the Neoform and avoid the discard. And we were able to win. Sweet. That was round 1. Let's move on to round 2. Okay, here we go. Round 2. We have Pact of Negation, Combat Celebrant, Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort, both in hand. I don't think I can keep this one. This is better. I can put back the Glasspool Mimic and then just hope to draw into the cards that we need. Can also keep Glasspool Mimic, but that doesn't really do too much for me, so I'll just put it back. Alright, Ketria Triumph coming in off of the rip. Then we probably just go into an Elysian Caryatid, try to bait out damage-based removal, or we can run out Paradise Druid. I'll kind of wait to see what they play first to decide. Let's give them something with Hexproof. Alright, Seek New Knowledge is good. I hope that they use their mana here. We could... Well, actually, we want them to use their mana on the following turn. So I'll probably seek New Knowledge now, or I guess on this turn. I will pay the 2 life here then to play a secondary Paradise Druid. Go ahead and pass. Seek New Knowledge on their end step, and then maybe find the combo. Key to the Archive. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. Seagate, that's half of it. And I actually don't want to put anything back. I think probably the other Elysian Caryatid. Alright, I could counter this. I think I'll counter the payoff, though. Does this buy me enough time? I think... I'm afraid of letting this resolve. I can take a draw step next turn and just pay for it. This is difficult. I'm gonna let it happen. That was a difficult decision to make, because if their curve is just over 5, then that's a problem. Alright, well, I'm just casting more of these, I suppose, and then I do get to attack in. Pact into negation will need to be cracked off for something like this. If they can destroy all my creatures, then I am in trouble. But for 2 mana, I doubt it. Demonic Tutor, okay. I am afraid of seeing this. It's a good pick out of Key to the Archive, for sure. So I'm probably going to pay this one. I'd like to put that back. I think I'll probably just need to start attacking my opponent. That's a bummer. So we lose out here. Volcanic Spite can go down if they ever decide to play a creature. Seems like they don't do that, though. Okay, I can get rid of Yorion, maybe. Okay, sure. Now, do I wait for a land to kill the Yorion? I think I do. Key to the Archive, sure. Now, it's worth noting that I am 1 blue mana away here. So I do need to find both a land and my combo piece. Alright, that's a land. It's unfortunately one of the things that I did need, but I can now deal with Yorion on the next turn at the expense of 4 life. Time Warp, okay. So this Yorion kill is going to cost me 8 life. They're running low on cards, though. Oh, crap. Scholar. Okay, so this is... There was a deck that was trying to use Time Warp infinitely. So possibly the move here is just get a Time Warp with Key to the Archive and use that as a combo piece. Is this what this deck is doing? I think I'm about dead, aren't I? It's a bummer. If this last one Mimic was an untapped land, I would have been okay. Because I take 4, go to 10, then 9. Oh, okay. So I will make a red mana. No, I need a blue mana. Hold up. Well, it doesn't really matter how I do. No, okay. This should make red because I need to fetch blue. Take action. Find something that can make blue. It can be a Steam Vents. Pay the life for this. Then Volcanic Spite. Now it's probably going to be Yorion. I will put the Tuk back. Get my draw. And then I can kill this again. Put this in. And I gotta find more than just a Stomping Ground. I gotta find my Neoform. That's the only card I need. Oh, and unfortunately they just have lethal. Okay, well, let me take a look at this deck. I think this just was Sultai value cards, it kind of seems like. And yeah, if we can't kill them before they kill us, then that's tough. So this is the Black Sweeper Suite. Languish and Shadow's Verdict, both very strong. And Culling Ritual as well. So this was like core Golgari. Interesting deck. I suppose that the main plan was Key to the Archive plus Scholar. It's hard to say, but oh well. Anyway, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was our round 2. Yes, it was. So let's move on to round 3. Here we go. All right, round 3. Let's get it. We start with a Seagate. We're going to have to use Striker Rich for our blue mana unless I decide to do a Glasspool Mimic. I think this is actually not that bad of a hand to take. So I would maybe start with Glasspool Mimic. Let me keep this. Start with a red mana source, use Striker Rich. Yeah, double Striker Rich, so I'm probably going to do it like that. So next turn, Glasspool Mimic plus Striker Rich, and then if I can just only find my combo pieces, then we are good. So we use one of these Glasspool Mimics. This Volcanic Spite will need to go off at some point. Alright, so we can combo next turn if we just draw what we need. I think I want to keep these Striker Rich tokens around. Okay, Stomping Ground. I think that we will do a Seek New Knowledge with a Stomping Ground in tapped. Go ahead and pass. If it's like a Scurry Oak or anything that gets bigger with Heliod, I probably got to kill it with Volcanic Spite. If they're just gaining life, that's okay. I'm not super worried about that yet. Okay, so that represents a combo, so I have to murder this thing in response. Before anything can happen, we will kill Scurry Oak. And I will put my Glasspool Mimic back. Draw not what we needed, sadly. Then, so because I can play this tapped, I can probably Seek New Knowledge, putting Stomping Ground back. So I'll do that at the end of their turn. They can make their Prosperous Innkeeper bigger. I hope they attack with it, because then we can go for a kill this turn. Alright, so I'll just Seek right now. We're going to put Dualcaster back. Unfortunately, didn't find what we need. That's a bummer. We can still win, but the gate is getting a little bit closer. Or they're starting to close, I suppose. And then Glasspool can only copy a thing that I control, so that's tough. I can just put a Stomping Ground in tapped, play a Strike It Rich, and we take a bunch of damage this turn. We are unlucky with the card drawing right now. Collected Company looking for a Scurry Oak, they find it. And they, unfortunately, are going to be able to go too wide for us. And there's no way that they do anything other than kill us this turn. So I think I will just go ahead and concede. It saves us both a couple of clicks. Well, mostly my opponent, but I guess I'll be nice and concede here. Save us some time. Alright, we are about to head into round 4. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, I think we're going to kind of have to hope for a bit of a fortuitous matchup here, as I mull that hand. Oh, this is a hard one to decide on. I have double Seagate. Volcanic Spite can possibly find something, and then we have creatures to either block or to attack with. I'll put the second Seagate back and keep this one. This is really slow, and our opponent's on goblins. I don't think this bodes well for us. But let's see what we can do. Catcher Triumph, of course, is going to go first, and I'll probably use the Stomping Ground and have Volcanic Spite take something out. We do want to kill a Robber of the Rich. We don't want to lose cards off the top of our hand, or the top of our deck. So I probably just shock this in here. And then before they can even do anything, I'll just kill the Robber. And then we will put a Glasspool Mimic back. Finds another land. You get a Paradise Druid or an Elysian Caryatid out. Unfortunately, both have... Oh my god, it's another robber. That's just brutal. They take a Pact of Negation. I hope they use it against us. Okay, we'll put this in tapped. Put a Paradise Druid out. I am inclined to trade this for the Robber of the Rich. Okay. Unfortunately, can't cast Pact or I die, so that's sad. And they get to attack without recourse. And they do take another land. Volcanic Spite. This is difficult. I think this has to be a land. Now I have Volcanic Spite take 4 or Volcanic Spite take 3 and hope that I don't lose to a top deck. I have to get the Chain Whirler out of the way because that does technically give me 2... takes 2... I have 2 options here. So I can either... Well, I just need to have a Neoform, so it actually doesn't matter if I have this Caryatid out or not. Okay, catch your Triumph. That's not what I wanted. Though I can Pact of Negation something next turn. And that has haste. Crap. Well, we can go ahead and just say... I'd rather die to my own spell than to that. And we can go ahead and pass through. Opponent is going to take us to 4, and then we die to our Pact trigger. It's at least a unique way to lose the game, I'll give it that. So this one, we were kind of just stuck without a Neoform. You gotta have that in hand. Maybe I'll mulligan more aggressively in this final round. Let's hop into round 5. Let's get it. Finish strong. Round 5, let's go. This hand's got a Neoform. This is what I said I needed. Plus we have Seek New Knowledge, so I actually feel really good about this. So a Neoform plus either of our other spells, the Seagate and the Dualcaster. So we have 8 draws to find what we need. I'm going to keep that hand. Alright, we will start off with a Strike It Rich. And I'll plan on doing a turn 3 Strike It Rich again. Ooh, we have Neoform and Dualcaster Mage, so it is now officially a race to find enough mana. This can go untapped. Make another mana on turn 3, and then we can just Neoform Dualcaster Mage. We do need 1 more creature. That's fine. You're gonna make me discard something.
Something suspicious is going on.
I don't want to discard. I'm going to Seek New Knowledge first. Okay, so this is now Seagate Neoform territory. We can put a Dualcaster Mage back in that case, right? Yes, I think. Cool. Then what do we discard? I think we discard Volcanic Spite, unless we want to kill Liliana. She's at 4. Yeah, we'll just try to combo through. We definitely lose the Thoughtseize. So we need to get 2 blue here. Make a blue, make a token. We lose to a Thoughtseize. Oh, Wandering Emperor. That's okay. So this is Orzhov Planeswalker Control. So we should be able to combo kill right now. Let's go ahead and put in... We need a secondary blue source, but I mean, we do have it through the token. It's fine. So Seagate... Neoform. Sack a Seagate Stormcaller. Alright, and we're off. Dualcaster. And opponent knows what's happening. We got him. Alright, hey, so we ended on a strong note. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, Neoform Dualcaster combo. It is a pretty solid deck. Definitely a very... This is one that takes a while to learn. I am definitely by no means a pro at taking mulligans or finding lines with this deck. It's actually very difficult because you both need to find Neoform as your main card, but you also need to find your 8 options for the combo with Neoform. So it's kind of deceptive. You really need to have a Neoform to begin with. And if you don't, the games get a lot harder. I mean, you saw that with the middle 3 games in this recording. So I guess I'll kind of let that speak for themselves. At any rate, this was our Dualcaster combo deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. Reminder to like the video if you liked it, and to subscribe if you're trying to see more historic content from me. That's it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.